Hey everybody, this is Doug Knacker from Hissy Fit Reptiles. Thank you very much for joining me in this video today. This is going to be my collection update for February 2021. A lot has changed since the last time I did a collection update. Actually, the last couple of collection updates have been a lot different than what you're going to see now, because right now is only a handful of animals that I'm going to be able to show you because that's all I have in my collection. Some of you may have known I did a collection sale actually about a year and a half ago now it was. I was kind of announced that I was getting out, and for a lot of personal reasons, and I'm actually going to get into that with some interviews that I'll be doing that are lined up on some other channels, Morph Mixology and Brian Cusco from Triple B TV. So I'll be appearing on their channels doing some interview stuff. We're going to dive deep into kind of what had happened over the last couple of years, some stuff that went on with me, and actually I feel like a lot of what I went through, some people might be going through as well, or maybe could possibly end up going through, where basically this passion of ball pythons that I had became a pretty bad addiction to the point where I was in a really, really bad place. And these interviews, I don't think I would have actually been able to do them a year ago, because I feel like I probably would have been playing the blame game and trying to push things off on other things. And it took a little while of being able to figure things out for myself and take a step back and look at the person I was actually becoming because of the way that I was treating everything. And boy, I opened my eyes, and I'm a whole different person now than I was before. I'm in a lot better place, mentally, physically, emotionally, just in general. And I feel like I have a lot of insight to offer for some of the stuff that I was going through, and I didn't even realize I was going through at the time. So definitely I'll let you guys know when I'll be appearing on those channels. I'm going to be trying to update my website and stuff. And also, I just, if you haven't already, I just joined the USARK finally. As of right now, I'm only a bronze member. I'm hoping to become a silver member whenever I'm able to afford it. Definitely want to make that jump up to silver. I don't know if I'll be able to do the gold thing for quite some time, but silver for sure is my next goal, to jump into that. USARK is really trying to help us keep our animal rights, and they're going through some major battles right now. This whole thing that just happened in Florida is really, really a blow. And there's a lot of awesome people out there that are supporting USARK, and USARK is doing their best they can to help, support our hobby and our industry and everything. So I'll leave a link in my video below, and I'll probably be leaving a link to them in every video that I do from here on out. So please feel free to just click on that link, check them out, donate if you can, in any way possible and stuff like that. But without further ado, I'm going to get into some ball python collection stuff. The last couple snakes you're going to see aren't actually here physically with me. They're actually at a buddy's place, kind of a breeder loan thing that I had worked out with him prior to deciding I was going to just keep going with the collection stuff and everything, and working with the snakes. So basically kind of worked some stuff out, and again, I'm staying in the hobby. I kind of got to start over from scratch again. So I was big on the Desert Ghost project 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Starting that all over again. 2016 I got my first Desert Ghost stuff. So yeah, I guess it's almost 5 years ago I was in a Desert Ghost before it really hit big, and now it's as big as it is. It's going to be kind of harder to get some of the stuff back into it, but I have some pretty cool stuff, just on a very, very small scale right now. So I hope you enjoy. Feel free to comment below, subscribe, like this video. Don't like this video, it's up to you guys. But this is me, the real me, Doug Knacker, Hissy Fit Reptiles. These are Reptiles Remixed. This is a new beginning. Alright, it's collection update time. Right now, I only have snakes in this rack and a little bit in that rack. This right here is an empty rack. There are no snakes in here. I don't like the way this rack has the tubs kind of pull kind of hard sometimes and stuff. So I don't use that, but right now I just use it for storage, and it's nice that I have that rack on top of it. So a lot less snakes in this room than there ever used to be, but it is what it is. I'm pretty much starting over from scratch. These are what I had left from my whole collection sale that I'm moving forward with, and able to work with what I have. So I'm really excited to show you guys what I have right now in my collection. This right here is a pastel Enchi scaleless head male. Pastel Enchi scaleless head male. Nice high expression scaleless head on this boy here. I feel like it's picking up more on the substrate than the snake, but there he is. He is a proven breeder male, and he is pairing up with a couple of the girls that I have here in my collection now. So again, a nice pastel Enchi scaleless head male. Next up, Dreamsicle female. Nice looking mid to high white Dreamsicle female. Dreamsicles are lavender albino pieds. So this is a lavender albino pied. And she is not ready to breed yet. She's only a little over 1,000 grams. However, the next season she should be good to go. I'm just not really sure what I'm going to put with her at this time. So might end up being something I don't have in the collection right now. But really excited to have Dreamsicle in the collection. I've wanted a Dreamsicle pretty much since I got into ball pythons in 2009 and started breeding them and all that kind of stuff. So got her about 1.5 years ago as a baby, and now she's, like I said, a little over 1,000 grams now. So awesome, awesome animal. Next up, this girl is deep in shed right now. This is a pastel scaleless head female. As you can see, nice high expression on her as well. Not quite as high expression scaleless head as the male is, but still pretty decent. And of course, she's not colored up as good as she normally is because she's deep in shed, so she's got that dull coloration to her. But she is over 2,000 grams now, and he has paired up with her a couple different times. So the best possible combination of babies I can get from this pairing, if she produces eggs, would be super pastel Enchi scaleless ball pythons. So really excited to see if I can produce any scaleless stuff this season. It'd be pretty cool. And I do work with the WHS line of scaleless. This right here is a Fire Hypo. Fire Hypo, also known as Orange Ghost. This is a proven breeder female. She produced for the last 2 years for Garrick DeMeyer from Royal Constructor Designs. I don't currently have anything that I'm going to be pairing with her this season anyways, so she'll probably have the year off. Unless I all of a sudden decide I want to put something with her, but she is awesome looking and everything. Got the Hypo and Fire working together, make an awesome looking ball python combo. But I will have some major plans for her when one of the males I have gets up to size. Next up, this is pied female, very high white pied. The head patterning, to me, looks a little bit different than, I used to have a different pied, and the patterning was a lot different than on this one. Granted, it is a high white pied, and the one I had was a mid white pied, but the head patterning looks a little bit different. So I don't know if there's anything else going on. I know there's a lot of genes that could potentially cause pieds to be more high white compared to just being a regular pied and stuff like that, but as far as I'm concerned, right now, she's just a pied. So, of course, there's a lot of variations and a lot of different genetics. I am currently putting the pastel Enchi scaleless head to her. So, everything from her is, of course, going to be 100% het pied. And if I get any scaleless head stuff, that'd be pretty nice. Get some scaleless head, het pied stuff. Next up, This is my Sizzler female. So the Sizzler, if you followed any of my stuff in the past, what she's supposed to be, or what she should be, is a super pastel yellow belly, possible het pied, or a pastel yellow belly, possible het pied. She came from the pairing of a pastel ivory, which was the mother, that was bred by a pastel gravel. At the time it was possible het pied, but he did prove out for the person that bought him from me, so he ended up being a pastel gravel 100% het pied. And this thing came out. Now this is at minimum yellow belly, because the mother is a pastel ivory, which is a super yellow belly with pastel. It's definitely pastel in here. And it's definitely not gravel, because if it was a gravel, along with the yellow belly, this would be a highway and not something that looks like this. So very, very interesting. I've produced pastel yellow bellies and super pastel yellow bellies before, and nothing that I produced that looked like this. Now, maybe this could be just that it is het pied and it's an influence on the overall patterning. But if you go on my Instagram or my Facebook, or even watch some of my earlier YouTube videos when this clutch came out, this girl was pretty crazy looking. She looks a lot different now than she did then, but definitely pretty interesting looking. I call her the Sizzler, by the way, because it spells out with an S, I-S. I know it's supposed to be a Z. And there's like an L here and an R there. You really gotta kind of use your imagination, but anyways, I call it the Sizzler Project. See if anything else kind of comes out of there. Maybe there might be fader in there, or surge, or some kind of weird thing that maybe the pastel gravel was carrying that we didn't realize. But like I said, she should just be a pastel yellow belly or a super pastel yellow belly, possible het pied. So it's part of the fun of ball pythons, is trying to see if you know what you get out of stuff. So obviously there's a lot of genetic mutations, and they all came from somewhere. So just like Ozzy Boys, if you go back and watch my Tinley video where I interview Ozzy, he talks kind of about that, and there's stuff that popped up in his collection that just kind of came out of nowhere. So never know. Got my fingers crossed, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, she should just be a super pastel yellow belly. This, however, is a pastel vanilla 100% het clown female. Pastel vanilla 100% het clown female. Really, really nice looking girl. Nice coloration, nice pattern. Definitely can't wait till this girl gets up to size. She's about 600 or 700 grams right now. No, actually, I'm sorry, she's about 800 grams. So she will not be breeding, obviously, this year, but next season, hopefully, she will be either at size or close to being at size, and then it might just be another season after that to get her going. Later on, you'll see the Firefly clown that I have I'd like to put to her to try to get some vanilla scream clowns, some super pastel vanilla fire clown stuff, which would be really awesome. But that's going to be a little ways away. The Firefly clown you won't see in any of these tubs, but it'll be at the end of the video because he is actually at a different person's place right now on breeder loan. As part of when I did the collection sale thing, it's one of the animals I did not sell, but kind of loaned out to a buddy of mine. So he shot some footage of that, and I will have it in this video as well, since it is one of my snakes, and this is a collection update. This right here is a pastel Enchi Desert Ghost, 66% possible het clown, 50% possible het hypo. And this is a male. And this boy, if he ends up proving out to be het clown and het hypo, would be an amazing, amazing male to have breeding for me. So we'll do some breeding trials when he's up to size. Right now he's only about 160 grams or so. As you can see, a really nice coloration and pattern on here. Desert Ghost makes everything better. I am far behind on my Desert Ghost projects now. I was way ahead of the game back because I started getting Desert Ghost stuff back in 2016 when people still thought they were regular deserts or hypo deserts and stuff like that. But you can go back and watch all my stuff in there, see some of the things I've done with Desert Ghost. I produced the first ever Soul Sucker Desert Ghost, which was awesome as a baby and looks even really cool as an adult. So make sure you check that stuff out if you're interested in seeing some of the Desert Ghost stuff that I had. Desert Ghost stuff was actually cheaper when I bought the stuff in 2016 than it is now, because now that Justin from JKR kind of blew the lid off of what the potential of Desert Ghost is, everybody went nuts for it, and now it's like a high sought after and a hot commodity of a genetic powerhouse for ball pythons. So, which rightfully so it should be. It is an amazing gene, and if I could, every single one of these snakes would be visual Desert Ghosts along with what they have, because Desert Ghost is just that awesome. Hoping to put him to the fire hypo when he's up to size to try to prove out the het hypo in him. So he is 50% possible het hypo. So she'd be a great animal that everything would be 100% het hypo anyways, plus it gives him a chance to prove out. So if I did get any visual hypos, I could say yes, he is het hypo. And I have a Pastave clown that eventually I'll like to breed to him as well. The Pastave clown, just like the Firefly clown and my red stripe het clown, are not here, so you're going to see them at the end of this video as add-on stuff, because again, they are in my collection. They're just not with me. They're all with the same guy on a breeder loan thing. So the Pastave clown would be a great one to put him to as well, though, because he would be able to try to prove out the 66% possible het clown in him. So if I produced any clown stuff, then I could say yes, he is het clown as well. So focusing a lot on him, but that's because he is that awesome. This next one is a pastel mahogany 100% het pied male. Now this boy here is deep in shed as well, so he doesn't look quite as awesome as he normally does, but you can tell he is a pretty nice looking mahogany. Plus again, he has pastel in him as well. So I will try to get a video out on him when he is out of shed and looking his best. But this is again a 100% het pied as well, so eventually I'll be putting him to that pied female, and maybe I'll try getting him in with that dreamsicle as well and try to get some mahogany pied stuff. I used to have a mahogany pied female, so kind of behind on that. She would actually be close to breeding size now if I still had her, and then I'd be able to be looking at Suma pieds. But I was pretty good into the game with some stuff, had some really awesome projects going, would have been probably making some pretty sweet animals right now, but now I'm at square one. But it is what it is, and I'm having fun doing it, and I kind of reignited the passion for everything and found a great opportunity to do stuff and still be able to find time for family stuff and making my wife happy with some of this stuff as well. So yeah, it is what it is. Just love doing this kind of stuff and enjoy showing you guys this stuff as well. Pastel mahogany, 100% het pied male. More on him in the future. This right here is a pastel hypo 100% het clown female. Pastel hypo 100% het clown female. So you can bet your butt that I will eventually be putting that pastel Enchi Desert Ghost Pas het clown Pas het hypo to this girl, because if she ends up producing a clutch with him, she can possibly prove out his het hypo and het clown. Granted, it would be, if he ends up proving out to be het clown, it would be basically a het to a het. So nothing that they would produce that's, unless it's a visual clown, would be het clown like 100% anyways. But it would be 100% het hypo and 100% het Desert Ghost. Anything else they would produce together, would be for clown stuff, then you have to be past head if you didn't see a visual in there. Really nice looking girl though. She's super nice and clean. Love the head on that thing. This right here is a Mystic 100% Het Desert Ghost. I produced him a couple years ago when I bred my Desert Ghost to my pastel Mystic Potion. And this is a Mystic and not a Mojave, based on the way the belly looks. There's a really great picture floating around on the internet of from a reputable breeder about the difference between Mystic and Mojave bellies to help you decide and decipher on which one you have if you have something you're not sure if it's Mystic or Mojave. And very, very slight chance, yes, it could be a Mojave Het Desert Ghost, but based on everything I've seen and talked to people, we're looking at a Mystic. Again, it's a male, and he is 100% Het Desert Ghost. The father was a Desert Ghost. Eventually, I think it'd be awesome to see Mystic Potion Desert Ghosts and Super Mystic Desert Ghosts. He did lock up with the Sizzler once, so it'll be interesting to see if I can get anything from that clutch. I actually didn't think they were going to do anything, and yeah, they were locked up. So this right here is the last one that I'll be showing you from inside this room for my collection update. But this is a pastel calico red stripe yellow belly 100% Het Desert Ghost female. This is an awesome snake here. This is really cool. She came from a Desert Ghost paired to a pastel calico red stripe yellow belly female, so she is basically a spitting image of her mom, and she is also 100% Het Desert Ghost. So really nice, really nice looking snake here. Cannot wait until she's up to size. Love the high white calico on her. And the fact that she's Het Desert Ghost, you know, I'll be putting this male to her definitely in the future. And who knows, by the time she's ready to breed, I might have some other stuff that go really well with her as well. So one more look at her here. And I have 3 more snakes to show. Again, those are Pastave Clown, proven breeder female that I got from Ozzy Boyd's, and she's a big girl. And then also a red stripe Het Clown that I produce, that eventually will be breeding to her when I have them both back in my room. And then also a Firefly Clown. So I'll be showing you those right after this. Okay, so this right here is the Pastave Clown, and she is from Ozzy Boyd's, and she is a proven breeder female. She was a nice 9-egg layer for him, so that's pretty awesome. She throws some faderish type stuff, so when I was getting her from him, he was sending me pictures of some of the babies, and they looked amazing. Some really awesome stuff that he was producing with this girl, so really excited to work with her eventually. Right now, as I mentioned before, she's actually at a friend of mine's place, so she's on a breeder loan for a year or two actually, so
Hopefully he produces some pretty awesome stuff with her. I'm really excited to see what he does with her, as I know he's got some big plans for her as well. So, but she is my ball python, and she will be back in my collection when he is done and breeding stuff with her and everything like that. So we'll definitely keep you updated on this girl throughout the time as well. Next up, this is the red stripe 100% het clown male. Again, this is a red stripe 100% het clown male. Now this boy here I was initially going to pair to the Pastave clown right away, so once I get her back and him back as well, I do plan on breeding those two together, and hopefully I can produce some pretty awesome stuff with that. I did produce some Pastave red stripe stuff a couple years ago, and those were awesome, and I just imagine that with clown being in there too, there'd be some pretty sweet animals coming out of that combo. So again, red stripe 100% het clown, breeding him to the Pastave clown eventually. He is also at the same person's place, so who knows, he might actually end up putting him with her eventually. As of right now, he did have other plans for her, so this boy was not going to be going to her right away, but maybe within the next year, if he does have him for 2 years. So we'll see. We'll keep you updated because I'll be doing some videos with him in the future as well, and at least that is the plan. So, and I'll go more in depth with some of the stuff in some of the interviews I do with Brian Cusco and Mixology. This is the Firefly Clown. So this is a fire pastel clown, and this is a male, and he is a breeder size male, so he'll be doing some awesome stuff over at my buddy's place for the next year or two, and then he'll be back at my place, and I am extremely excited to get him back. This, again, being a Firefly Clown and nothing else beyond that, he is so extremely clean and bright, one of the best I've ever seen of this kind of combination. So I'm really excited to have this boy back when he is done over there, and I'll definitely keep you updated. We'll do some videos together in the future of these few animals, and as well as some of the other stuff going on over at his place as well. So stay posted.
So there you have it, my collection update. Again, a not very big collection right now, not anywhere near what it used to be, and I got a long ways to go if I'm going to get kind of back into that same amount of stuff that I did before. However, I'm not really stressing on it, or I'm pressuring myself the way I was kind of pressuring myself in the past with things. It's more of an enjoyment thing, having a lot of fun with it. And again, I'll be going more deep into exactly what I'm talking about in some of the interviews you'll be seeing me do, again, with Triple B TV and also Mixology. So looking forward to doing that stuff. Again, I will also keep you guys posted when those are going to be. So if you be sure to check me out here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I'll be trying to keep everything posted on those social media avenues. And also, again, these last 3 snakes that you guys saw, the Pastave clown, the red stripe het clown, and the Firefly clown, again, are not here right now. I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to get them back into my place, but everything else is be staying here. They're not going to go anywhere else or anything like that, but eventually those snakes will make their way back here again, where I'll be able to actually, put stuff together and everything like that. So, but right now they're at a good friend's house, so they're going to be there for a little bit on a breeder loan, see what he ends up producing and stuff like that. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I look forward to doing more Reptiles Remix videos for you guys, and if you want to see anything in particular from me, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Hey, we'd like to see this in videos or that in videos or whatever. So again, thanks for watching. And also a real quick shout out, this is like old school JKR gear right here. This is the Adam and Eve shirt, or the Eve shirt I think it was just called, where she's like tempting the snake and everything. This was like from 2010, 2011 I think the shirt came out. Yeah, again, you got to plug Justin Kabilka's stuff, some good old JKR gear. So thanks again, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. You guys have a good one. Enjoy the weekend.